Afternoon, everybody. Christian here. Today I'm going to be showing you something I'm looking at here. Let me get this kind of set up the way I typically do. And we go like that, and then we'll go like that. No, not like that. Like that. And we'll change that to 10 days, 30 minutes. Looking nasty right now. All right. We will work on this chart primarily. So this is a swing trade that I've been in for a couple of days now, and I've added to the position. It was 30,000 lot, and now it's 50,000 or half a standard lot. And I'm just at the size now that I like to be at. I'm down at the moment about 43 bucks. Trade's not going in my favor necessarily at the moment. I've been down more. I've been down like about $100. I've been up a little over $100. And now I'm just holding this position because it's a swing trade, not a day trade. So some of you might have been scalping it or trading it intraday, and then you would have perhaps traded from these lows here or been a buyer in these cases here up to this level and then taken some profit, or maybe you sold in this situation here and you're in profit. However you're trading this, I just want to show you right quick what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. Right now, what I'm seeing here is, the first thing is this low point here is lower than the previous. So then today's activity, at least at the moment, we're showing that the low points are trending up now. Also, you'll notice the high points. You got this point here, and then today's high point is even higher still. So that's starting to show the first early signs of a reversal here in my mind. And so that's a positive. It can still break down. Again, this is not a recommendation that you should buy or sell or anything like that. I'm just kind of pointing out some things that I'm noticing. Also, you'll notice the respect of this 11 period moving average. We're still holding that level, and that's a good sign to me as well. And as long as we're doing that, I'm looking at it as being another one of these cases where you had these advances. Let me get this right. You had these advances, and then they sell off and pull back into those moving averages, and then they stay. They don't close below them, and so we just continue to be buyers of those pullbacks and just keep playing this game as often as they will let us do that, right? So this is basically what I see before, and I'm expecting it to happen again. Doesn't mean that it will. You could have a breakdown here, and I can get stopped out and so forth and so on, but right now I'm looking at this as a possible bullish uptrend. And one of the things that I've noticed after I got into the trade was you've got this sell-off here. Let me get that right. You've got this sell-off, and then you get a bounce, and then you get a deeper sell-off, right? And then we come into the place where you reverse, and you come up here, and then you sell off again. And to me, when I look at this pattern, this looks like an inverted head and shoulders pattern to me. And so what we do is we draw a neckline off of the close here and the high close here. You'll notice it's sloping up, which doesn't have to slope up, but it's more bullish when it does. So we've got this situation here. If we do get a reversal here and a close above that neckline, what we could do with that is simply take the depth of the head and then measure that out, and we just simply go like this, activate the drawing, and then carry it over from the breakout point, wherever that is, and we would say, okay, that is how far we expect price to travel. You know, that's the potential there. And so looking at that, it's a lot of upside potential here. What is that exactly? We're talking about roughly 360 pips to the upside, theoretically. So it's worth, you know, trading this on a swing trade in my mind. There's upside potential there, and that's kind of what I'm looking at, and why I'm holding this position rather than just taking a $100 move here or there. This is a small account. I had $7 grand roughly in it when I opened it, so that's just something that I'm trying to build the account, and I could do it, $100 a day or $50 a day or whatever you can get. But this is also another opportunity here where you could just take the opportunity that you see, and in this case it's a swing trade, and it's something that could potentially produce a sizable increase to your account balance. And so that's what I'm doing, what I'm seeing. Also, you'll notice I have this gray shaded box here underneath, and I'm basing it off of, remember the trend line, please. I'm basing it off of the shoulders. So you have this massive sell-off here, then a bounce, then we cut through it, then we cut back through it, and we come back down and we find support at roughly the same level that we found support before, that's what that support area is there. It's also my soft stop. So if I were to see this sell off today and close down here, I'd probably just close the position out and be like, something's off. I don't like what I'm seeing. And if we turned around and went back the other direction, I could always re-enter, but I don't necessarily want my stop way down here. And so this is my hard stop. It forces me out if something crazy happens while I'm asleep or something like that. But theoretically, if I saw this starting to break down and close, below this moving average, I'd probably close it earlier. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm thinking, what I'm looking at right now, and why I'm looking at it. All right. I guess that's about it. Any questions, you can drop them in the comments section, and I will gladly discuss it with you. Trader's lifestyle is kind of boring. Nobody wants to talk about trading except for traders. God bless. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.